Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hairy Foodie Guy here. So, what am I doing today? I'm trying to be healthier because I ate McDonald's yesterday and I don't want to be eating junk food every day. So, I had a kebab the day before. So, let's get healthy, he says, cooking more kebabs. But this time's different because I tried frozen kebab meat from Iceland the other day, and I don't eat a massive amount of meat. I prefer vegan food and vegetarian options, etc, etc. I do like fish, but the way I look at it, if you can get a meat substitute that tastes as good, better, almost as good as meat, I'd rather eat that, but that's my own personal preference. I am a hypocritical, I can't even say the word. I am a hypocritical carnivore though, because although usually I don't cook meat indoors, if I do go out, which is quite infrequent, I do have a bit of meat occasionally, but I am always seeking vegan alternatives. So on the quest for seeking dirty vegan alternatives, I have picked up from Asda plant-based shawarma style chicken style pieces, vegan. So, and I've also bought as a comparison Vivera plant shawarma kebab. So, you know, I mean, they look similar. So let me just take the packaging off. So one's basically chunky than the other. This one's slightly paler, the Asda one. You know, these look like meat. That looks like chicken. That looks like lamb. So so this one's claiming to be shawarma chicken style. This one just says plant shawarma kebab. I've looked at the nutritional value. They're both low in fat, so that's good for you. Unlike the one I had the other night from Iceland, which surprised me because it was tasty, but it wasn't healthy. There's a lot of fat that came off of it. So this is really high in protein as well. I think it's like 20 grams per 100 grams. So, you know, it's really good that when you can get good protein from plants, especially if you're doing sports and stuff like that. So, you know, I've got bodybuilder friends that are vegan and they're huge, you know, so it's I love the fact that these products are out there now and stores are doing their own home brands. So, you know, let's try them out. So what I'm going to do, as usual, I'm going to cook them in the George Foreman because I love my George Foreman and I like my kebabs crispy. So I'm going to leave them cooking in there for a little bit. I'm going to keep it nice and simple. I'm just going to put them in some wholemeal pita breads, put a bit of my homemade sauerkraut in the bottom, which is a superfood sauerkraut. It's got turmeric and black pepper and stuff like that. It's a little bit of spice to it. So I'm going with dirty kebab mayo because that's what you have to have. I'm putting raw red onions in because I like them. And I've run out of, excuse me, just reaching for something. I've run out of jalapenos. It doesn't happen often. I normally store them like a prepper, but there's so many jalapenos eaten in this household that we get through them. So I'm going with this that I found in the supermarket the other day and it is delicious. So it's a green chili pickle. So I found that in Sainsbury's. I can't even pronounce the brand name. Kohinook green chili pickles. There's a slight lime flavour to them. They've got a really good crisp heat, but that sort of heat that you know is not going to, you know, smother the flavour of the shawarma. So, and then just for a bit of smokiness, I'm back to the old favourite with chipotle Tabasco. I'm not going to put tons on there, you know, and while I'm holding everything up, this crucial garlic mayo is the don for stuff like this food. So let's I think that these two things You know, they're both soy. I think that these are going to be equally as good as the meat versions. And but I'm looking forward to comparing the two because, you know, I love the fact that Asda and a lot of the bigger supermarkets are doing their own home brand vegan and vegetarian products now. It's fantastic. And but Vivera, sorry, they're high quality. I've had their burgers and stuff like that before. These are pretty epic. So, you know, let's slam them in the George. To the George Foreman. So let's have a look at what we got. What's the progress? So the chicken base shawarma is going to be on the left when I open it, and the kind of lamb imitation, I know it doesn't say that, but it looks like it, is going to be on the right. So what's going on, George? Oof. Look at that. That looks like chicken. That looks like shawarma or doner, whatever you want to call it. That's epic. Let's actually get out of my own light. I'm casting my own shadow. Look at that. That looks amazing. That looks amazing. So I'll just give it a little flip around to make sure it's all cooked in the center, but it looks ready to me already. And I've got my pita breads ready to go. Sorry about casting shadows on myself. So, and yeah, let's slam it in the pita breads and make a kebab. So I just thought I'd show you these before I actually get into the constructing. Not that there's much constructing, there's only a few bits there, and you know, a bit of onion and stuff like that, because I wanted to keep it simple. So this is the Asda's own brand chicken shawarma, and look at that. That would fool most carnivores that I know. I mean, it looks like chicken. So let's have a little try before I grab it. I mean, oops, focus on that. Nice and crispy. The good thing I like about this, no fat came off of it. Nothing. So I'm going to whack that in. Oh, that's just, it's good. That's without anything on there. And this one is the Vivera one, which looks more kind of gyros-y to me. Gyros-y, shawarma-y, kebab-y. And this is the lammy type one. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this in there. And I'm going to put a huge bit in there. So right, let's get the camera to focus on that. I mean, look at that. Looks absolutely brilliant. And once again, no fat. The real meat one, well, I say real meat, the meat of unknown origin, the factory removed meat one was really greasy. And sad to admit, it did taste nice. But this stuff, looks good. So I'm just going to taste this. Bit of ASMR moment. That is delicious. Right, let's construct these and munch on and do a taste test. I'm happy already. Haven't even started. Right, let's get in with constructing these. Nice and simple. I've just kept it simple for tonight. So you can't have a kebab without having some sort of green chilli in there. So I've gone with green chilli, chutney, which is nice. Does have a slight limey taste to it, but it doesn't mean to say it's going to be bad. So I'll put a little bit of that in the Vivera one. So look at that. I think I may even add like a jalapeno sauce. Let's have a look. Is there a jalapeno sauce in here? We eat so much chili sauce. We've gone right. Okay, we need to go jalapeno shopping. That's what we need to do. So, okay, good. I prefer my onions raw in kebabs. I like the crunch, and raw onions are nice and good for you as well. So a bit of raw onion in there, a bit of raw onion in there. little bit of Tabasco chipotle smoke. So, I'll say a little bit. I don't really have a lot of, a little bit of anything chili wise, because I love it. So, and the finishing touches, some may agree or disagree. You gotta have a little bit of garlic mayo. I think this came out really fast before. I want a little gentle squeeze. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it again to me, isn't it? Come on. I just want a trickle. There you go. Just a trickle. Perfect. So there you go. So there's your the chickeny shawarma one, which is Aslan. Aslan. Yes, obviously Aslan makes kebabs. Asda. So someone that looks like Aslan's going to eat it. So that's that. That looks pretty good. I've kept it nice and simple. And there's the Vivera one. So let's get in. You know. Right. Have 2 vegan kebabs rather than a dirty meat one. Let's see what's happening then. So this is the chicken one from Asda. The only time to shut me up is to put really good food in my face. You can tell it's good because I'm almost speechless. This is amazing. Asda's own product. You know, it tastes just like chicken. Okay, before I've even got into the Vivera one, I don't need to try frozen doner kebab meat of unknown origin anymore. I don't really even need to buy a kebab anymore. This tastes healthy, it's not greasy, it's full of protein, it's vegan, and I don't know that I'm not eating meat. I can't tell. This is absolutely top notch. Gorgeous. It doesn't matter whether you're a vegan or a vegetarian, if you're a carnivore, try these. Because, you know, they're healthier for you. They're lower in calories, they're lower in fat. These are just soy protein, and the flavourings are perfect, and they crisp up really well. So they taste like an amazing kebab. So, but without all the grease and the meat of unknown origin. So here we go. Right, so this is the Vivera one. Phenomenal. Wow. Yep. Speechless. The addition, I'm glad I've run out of jalapenos now. I ate them on everything. But this green chili pickle really adds a slightly different slant to it. The slightly limey taste goes perfect with these. So, and I kept it simple. You know, I didn't even go with the sauerkraut because I didn't want there to be any moisture. I wanted it to be nice and dry. So, I think this is a first. They both win. They're both equally delicious. I can't pick one over the other at all. That's chicken or vegan chicken. And that's, although it doesn't say vegan lamb, that's obviously vegan lamb. So I've just done a healthy, low fat, high protein chicken substitute kebab that tastes as good as any kebab I've ever had. So, and I'm sober. It's like, and they taste amazing. So go and try them. This is Asda's own brand. Keep up the good work, Asda. And Vivera, wow. It's like, you guys know what you're doing with your food. I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to sign off now so I can carry on enjoying this delicious food. And I hope that some of you out there, you know, choose to experiment with the vegan products that are out there on the market. You know, it's like, they're really good. You know, it's like, it's much easier eating less meat these days because the standards of the food has just, they've raised the bar and they're raising it every few months, it seems. So I can't tell the difference. So please try them. You know, like the videos, subscribe to the channel, make comments. I'd like a carnivore to tell me that they hate this. I'd be stunned because I love this. So, and you know, yeah, it's like I do like a kebab occasionally on a night out, once every couple of years. If you've had a good night out, it's like, you know, there's nothing nicer than like going to a kebab shop with your mates and, you know, after a few beers and everything else. But if I had this at home in the freezer, I'd be like, no, don't worry about that. This cooks in 10 minutes in the George, and we can have a healthier version that tastes just as good. So it's non-tastic. So the 2 thumbs up are for these 2 kebabs. Amazing. So there's 3 winners here. Asda, Vivera, and me. So I'm going to go now so I can get these in my face. So enjoy the rest of your evening. So, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks very much. Kebabs. Vegan. Who'd have thought it? Nom. Enjoy.